But I wanted to tell you that there's this unique ayah. Ibn Ashur rahimahullah was reading him today among others about this ayah. He said some beautiful things. And he said, this entire surah up until now, up until ayah number 56, Allah was talking to those who don't believe in revelation, who don't want to accept there's another life. They've just rejected all of it. And they don't want to hear anything about the Quran. Even if you bring up the Quran, just give us something else instead. That's who they are. And then Allah decided to turn His attention away from them because they've clearly demonstrated that they're not interested. So they don't want to hear it. But there's a huge chunk of humanity who's neutral, who would like to know if the creator of all things, their maker, the one who loves them more than anyone else can, if He decided to speak to them and what they should do about it. What should their relationship be with His words? So this ayah is actually an invitation to humanity, and it's an introduction by Allah Himself to the Quran. I love this ayah. It's one of the most beautiful ayat in the Quran describing how the Quran should be thought about. Like, we obviously, Muslims think the Quran is the word of Allah, it's the guidance of Allah, it's the book of Allah. We have these descriptions for the Quran. But this place, to me, it stands in a unique place in the Quran, as if all human beings, and when He says all human beings, it refers to humanity at large, and I would include the believers in that. We should renew our connection to the Quran because of ayat like these, right? So He says, Ya ayyuhan nas, and this is the ayah that I really want to talk to you about today. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. A counsel that is filled with things that touch your heart. The word maw'idha means when you say something to somebody that sometimes scares them and sometimes gives them hope. And the word maw'idha means that you're trying to change somebody's course towards the better. The word I've chosen for in English is counsel. Counsel meaning you're advising somebody about the harms of the direction they're heading in, or the benefits of a direction they should be heading in. And you're doing it in a way that is not condescending. You're doing it in a way that demonstrates that you care for them, that touches their heart. So sometimes when somebody gives you advice, you get more agitated when you hear the advice. Or somebody criticizes the way that the direction you're heading in, and you become more defensive, which is natural. Maw'idha means the advice is given, not just is it beautiful advice meant to turn you towards the right course, it's given in a way that keeps your heart soft or softens your heart towards that advice. So it's a very powerful word. And He says, before describing the Quran as anything else, listen to these words again. Humanity, what's certainly a counsel that touches your heart, that means well for you, all of that in the word maw'idha, has come to you from your master, from the one who nurtures you, from the one who's taken care of you from the beginning. Somebody could say, my parents abandoned me. Somebody could say, my spouse abandoned me. Somebody could say, my siblings abandoned me. Society abandoned me. My friends abandoned me. I feel alone. I feel misunderstood. You could say all of those things. But the one who never abandoned you is your Rabb, is your master. He never left you. And now He's decided to speak to you in a way that is meant to be counsel for you and for me. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. What does that do really think about what that does. I really contemplate for myself what that means. What that means truly is that when I'm reading the Quran, I'm reading the words of someone who wants me to change for the better. And He means well for me. And He's saying this out of love. That's all embedded inside مَوْعِظَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ.